Hi guys, I am on my way to pick up my dad from the hospital, and it was a little bit serious on Saturday when he was admitted, and I was a little bit scared. But my mom, she was really calm. So I finally got to the hospital, and when I saw him, I understood why she was so calm, because you couldn't see it on him, and he was sitting upright, smiling. So he was very clear in his mind. So I understood, it's nothing to be scared of. And that strange feeling in my stomach suddenly went away. And they didn't want to discharge him that day afterwards. And so he's been in the hospital for 2 days. Finally, they decided to discharge him. And suddenly, within a few days, our full life have kind of changed. Everything we had planned have changed. Everything we had thought for the next days changed. I mean, I had to put everything on the side, even though my life continued my daily life. But on the other hand, it wasn't as routine as every day. My mind was kind of split in two. Half of it was with my dad and what's going to happen and so on and so on. And I had to be on alert for how he could call anytime and the doctor could call anytime. Whereas the rest of it was trying to just go about my life the way it is. So I had to focus on what is positive in life and what is it that I can control. So what I'm trying to say is that life can change instantly. And even though you need to plan your days, don't be so married to the plan that when change happens that you can't adjust, that you can't, just get in your car and get where you want and be focused about it. And if there is something happening and you can't control it, then just, try to go about your day and plan the change. I was just talking to my sister-in-law, and she also had suddenly everything she planned just she had to throw the whole plan out of the window because of the circumstances. And then she had to go about her, she had to do what was in the focus, what she needed to focus on right then and there. And there was nobody else taking up behind her, picking up the slack. So her business was in a little bit of a danger because there were these unseen circumstances. She hadn't planned for it. So I was talking to her today that she has to now plan for change to happen. In her plan, there has to be a plan B and a C plan as well. So A plan is what you plan for the day and for your business and for your health, the food and everything that you need to plan. And then you have to have a plan B for everything. And it's kind of time consuming, and it's very energy consuming. And sometimes you just want to, leave everything and think, you think, what the heck? If I'm going to plan everything, then I can't just do it. You want to live a little. You want to be spontaneous. You want to be surprised. But the thing is that if you really want to be good in time management, you actually have to plan for when you're going to be spontaneous. You have to plan when are you going to be surprised. It's almost killing the idealism of it. But truly, if you have a plan that works for you in daily life, you need to have a plan B. If things go south, how are you going to deal with it? How are you going to stick to your diet plan? How are you going to stick to your business plan? How are you going to stick to the plan of the family or the social life? Even if plan A fails, how can you execute plan B? B fails, how can you execute plan C? And it's all about planning it. Obviously, I didn't plan my dad to be sick or hospitalized, but I had plan B in the back of my mind, that if something happens and I cannot execute plan A, how do I then execute plan B? And that plan B is so general that I can do that. Yeah, that's how you don't play nice in, some people don't play nice in the traffic. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Sometimes people who don't play nice and don't want to share in the traffic irritates me. But what I was saying is that I didn't plan my dad to be sick, but I had a plan B, and I'm executing plan B. And another thing is that if you can plan when you're going to be with your family, when you're going to have date nights, when it is okay to be free and totally free. I mean, you can schedule the time in the plan when you're going to be relaxed. Then time management will work very nicely. And yes, it is a little bit time consuming, engine consuming, but it is an exercise that you need to do very often, and soon you will find that, you know, it's easy. So what I did in the beginning was I started planning my whole week on Sundays, what I'm going to eat, where I'm going to go. And I had a few sessions in the day where there was nothing planned. So if somebody said, hey, you want to grab a cup of coffee for the lunch, I could easily do that. So I even had an open slot that if something new happens, how would I deal with that, and how can I, you know, merge in a few other things in my plan. Doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I was flexible. But I wasn't flexible with the plan, but I was flexible with the time that I put aside to be flexible. So I planned how to be flexible. So it seems for people that I can just pick up and leave whenever I want, but actually I already planned how I will do that. So yeah, that's me. I'm not gonna be boring you anymore. I'm just happy that my dad is okay. He's coming home, and I'm happy that I planned the unpredictable, what to do when I am not available totally 100%. Okay, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Be kind to yourself, to your time, to everybody else. Okay, bye.